life really took a turn when I decided to move away.
Okay.
Moved away, 20 years old.
Where did you move?
South Coast, Weymouth.
Okay.
Met the wrong people.
Well, why? What brought that about?
So contracts on the underground come to an end.
Mm.
I started to see the dog-eat-dog world.
Mm.
People who I considered my friends, then all fighting for work.
Mm.
I didn't want to be a part of that.
Mm.
I wanted to enjoy a bit of my time, see something different, move out, move away from, not move away from my parents, but move out, be my own man.
Yeah. Your own space,
So I did. I got offered an opportunity, massive pay cut, hit me hard. That was difficult to figure out. And 20 years old, and then spent the next 3 years of my life on coke and beer every day, mate. Yeah, became a massive cokehead.
So what? Going from you guys didn't do that all the time. You indulge a little bit. So what do you think brought that?
Mental health.
Oh, okay.
I fell in with the wrong crowd who were importing drugs into the UK.
Okay.
And distributing it on the south coast from Bournemouth down to Plymouth.
Oh, wow. So it was readily available?
Never paid for it in 3
years.
That's
what I was going to say, yeah. Because obviously it's costly. You can't just...
And it was big time. 10, we'd meet up at 10 in the morning and do what we had to do. And then I'd be sat in my front room at 7 o'clock the next day, doing coke. And it was 3 years.
Just constantly?
Yeah, 3 years of my life, mate, yeah.
Wow.
And I didn't know I had a drink problem. I certainly did when I came off the coke because I was like, wow, something's not right here. And it just, I was an alcoholic as well. But again, it's a negative experience. I turned into a positive one because it opened my eyes even more. I never wanted to be that. Like you watch the gangster movies. It ain't like that in real life, mate. Looking over your shoulder every day. Yeah. Police.
That's what I was going to say.
Other gangs.
You're seeing all of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I was blessed that the leader. I was with his stepdaughter. So
you're entrenched, basically.
I never really had to be like a foot soldier, should I say?
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
I've never sold drugs in a lottery ticket on the street ever.
Okay.
Ever. Never done anything like that.
Yeah.
But I've pushed it to dealers, ounces at a time. That was what I was dealing in, ounces at a time. But I was more of the family than a gang member.
Yeah.
So I was quite blessed that way. And one day he was like, "Oh, we need to go do a pickup, or there needs to be a pickup done, but no one's about to do it. I'll do it. You sure? Yeah, I'll do it. So I come all the way. We meet. So the guys that got it into the country was South London, and we would always meet halfway, somewhere on sort of the M3, M27, and I met this dude, and he gave me everything. We stashed it all in my car. I'm driving back down the M3, like, big man, yeah, man. I mean, home and free. I look up, blue lights, right? I wasn't speeding, and I look up, and I was like, fuck, this is it. And I edge into the middle lane. This BMW police car comes up next to me, and the copper says, thank you, and he...
Oh, wow.
And I fucking drove all the way home at the speed limit.
Were you cooked up for that?
Right, mate.
No, but were you cooked
up? No.
No. Okay,
no.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that.
Okay. Well, you knew you kept business and pleasure. Okay.
Yeah. No, criminals get caught because they're morons, mate.
Yeah.
Right. My vehicles were always insured. Right. They were always paid for. I never drunk or drove. I never did gear and drugs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like. Everything was secret, never kept it in my house. It was always kept, we had people, we paid their mortgages and they looked after it and things like that. So I was all right. But if they pulled me out, if they were there for that reason, they'd have caught me with, I don't know how much I had, fucking bricks of the shit, mate. And I just remember, like, driving back and, like, to the meeting point, handing it all over, and they're like, everything all right? I'm like, yeah. Didn't say a word, and I just like... This isn't for me, man. This isn't.
Had you done it before? Had you done a run before?
I'd carried coke and
No,
drugs
but what I
before,
mean is,
but
had you
not
done a
no.
run
I'd
like
never
that?
had to
Okay.
because I wasn't, like I said, that wasn't my job
Yeah,
within
yeah,
the
yeah,
organisation.
yeah,
I just
yeah.
did it because I was willing. I'd do it. Yeah, it needs to be done.
Yeah,
I'd do
fuck
it.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean, I got like half ounce of free coke out of it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, yeah, just did it, and then, but then again, it's I remember like bleeding.
What do you mean?
So I'm a young man. I'm in my 20s, early 20s, and you think you can handle this stuff, drinking the drugs and that.
Okay. Yeah.
And like I said, I've had that experience where I thought I was done for. I'm going inside, and like my mouth just starts to bleed randomly. My nose is bleeding.
Okay.
Blood coming out from other parts of my body.
Okay. Right.
Bit of my nose fell out whilst I was brushing my teeth.
Oh wow.
Right, and I've still got the scars.
How
up
much?
there.
How much coke were you doing, man?
Minimum of an 8th a day.
Wow.
Minimum.
Minimum.
Once I did so much, I couldn't sniff anymore, so I was eating it, and I lost my taste buds for 4 days.
Wow.
I was biting rocks of it off,
Yeah, wow.
chewing it at 6 o'clock in the morning, watching the like Good Morning News Britain or whatever, like that, mate.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, at 20 to 23 years old,
That's excessive.
and it is when you don't pay for it, bruv.
Huh?
It is when you don't have to pay for it,
Yeah. Yeah.
innit?
Yeah.
If I could say to you can go and eat at the best restaurant every night for free,
I would.
and you end up becoming big fat
I
slob,
would,
and you know what I mean.
100%.
So yeah, and but I never wanted it. Never wanted it. And yeah, I just walked away from it.
Okay.
Rang my mum up. I don't care about pride and shame.
Yeah.
I need help.
Yeah.
I've always been quite open with my mum. Rang my mum up. Said, Mum, you got to come and get me. I need help. She come and got me. And I said, oh, just before we go, I need to do something quickly. She's like, what? I said, I just need to go collect some money. Hour later, I'm sat in her car with 45 grand cash. And she turned around to me, she said, I understand why you do that then. She said, you just got 45k in an hour. I was like, yeah, exactly. You know. Yeah, come back to London, stop there and then, stop.
Didn't look back.
Yeah, will be 15 years this year.
Oh, that's good.
15 years since that May this year, 15 years since that moment, and I have not touched anything apart from weed since then. I've not had a line of cocaine or nothing.
That's good.
And it was just stop, boom. And I made a promise to myself there and then, so I was 23 years old, and I said, whatever you want to do in life, you're going to do it. You're going to give it a go. I would rather be on my deathbed knowing I tried than I didn't.
Yeah.
You know, prime example, I wanted to be a pilot. Funny, because Adrian said the same thing. Right? I want to be a pilot, so I went out and learned to fly a plane.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, you want to do it.
I might never fly a plane ever in the rest of my life,
Yeah.
but when my life's coming to an end, I can go, I want to do that.
Yeah.
I wanted to be an actor. I've been in films that have been in the cinema.
Okay.
Bit parts, nothing special, but I did it. You know, and that was a promise that I made to myself, and I stick to that promise to this day. And it's not always the great thing because, you know, your careers can chop and change, and I can move about because I like to learn, I like to better myself. And yeah, and then it all sort of culminated into going back to the film world.